Okay, so I've just logged onto the server for the first time in a little while, and I have a sneaky suspicion. Well, no, I'm pretty damn sure we've been pranked. Let's go find out what's happened. Oh, it's raining. Alright, those things are still there. Yeah, I've not been on the server for a little while, and partly it's... well, I suppose there's a few reasons. The main reason is... I've been playing GTA. So, oops, wrong keys, which means I'm getting all my keys mixed up. And the other reason... oh god. Oh dear, I wonder why he's in there. Yeah, I just got a bit fed up of looking at the Easter prank. Oh my god. It's a villager's... yeah, it's the... every villager's dream. This will actually come in really handy for when I build my rooms. Got all the doors. Okay, so there's nothing up here. Wow. Now, is there... let's see if we can find a sign somewhere. Maybe I need to take... oops, out. Am I going to need to remove all the doors to find a sign? Maybe it's in the bar. Let's go. Oh, I wonder... oh dear me. It could be... oh, what's that? Yeah, there we go, Ace. Quick deploy the emergency doors. Yeah, and well, I can use the time to do a bit of a channel update. I've been meaning to do a channel update since March. I just haven't quite got around to it. Partly because I didn't actually really know what was going on. I was just going with the flow, I suppose. The last time I did a channel update was in February, where I talked about how I was making a bit more room on my channel for Minecraft. That I doubted that my single-player Space Engineers videos would continue in light of the multiplayer series starting. And wow, have things changed since? So, finding myself on the fan server here obviously made quite a difference to everything, because all of a sudden I'm part of a larger community and with a lot more opportunity to do things with people. And I'm just loving playing multiplayer. Oh, can we sleep? We can. So there's an awful lot of new stuff on my channel just at the moment, and I suppose probably the biggest news is that I have joined officially joined a new group of people who I've been hanging out with. I'm now officially a NID tuber. I'm part of the NID community run by Boris Pravisham. And they do run a Minecraft server, although that's probably the only thing where you won't see much of me in the NID Minecraft community, because, well, I've got this place. The fan server, I will be coming on here doing more. I've been a little bit lax in my my fan server attendance recently. We'll talk about that in a bit, but let me tell you about the series that are running and will be running for some foreseeable time. So, Space Engineers continues, and I will continue playing Space Engineers with Mary and Ace and Boris and Anubis for as long as those guys are happy to play. But recently there's been a bit of a feeling that maybe there's some of the guys are having a bit of difficulty with keeping up the series, so I can't not play Space Engineers, and I desperately want to keep Space Engineers on my channel. And I've been asked by the NID guys if I have space for a second Space Engineers multiplayer, would I like to go and play with them on the NID server? And I'm sure that can work. I'm sure I can keep up to Space Engineer series. It'd be very difficult to do 2 Minecraft series, but I'm sure Space Engineers, yeah, I think we can make that work. So that's the plan. Sometime in the near future, we should see a... Can I get in? Yeah, I can. Good. We should see a second Space Engineer series. I think those guys play with a few mods as well, so it won't be exactly the same. But we'll find out. So that'll be starting shortly. Viscera, let me see if I get this right. Viscera Cleanup Detail. Continues apace. That's a very easy series for me to make because it's scheduled with myself and Anubis. We play that at a time where nobody else plays games, so it's never under any challenge. It's a good time filler. What's that? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we play it at a time when nobody else wants to play anything. It's a middle of the. For me, it's the early hours of the morning, midweek, and it's a similar sort of thing for Anubis. So yeah, that will go on. We're just having so much fun telling each other stories, and it gets funnier as we get into. The easy stories to tell have all kind of been told, so now we're getting into the more obscure stories and the ones that maybe we would have been a little bit more cautious about telling in the early days. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. That shall continue. I've got a new series coming out shortly. I can't remember which day, but it will be within the next week. I say that, I'm not actually sure when I'm releasing this episode, but it won't be far off. I'll put this episode out in the next day or two. Interplanetary. I played with, it's actually before I was an official NidTuber. I played Interplanetary with some of the guys from the NID server. And that's a fun little game. It's a turn-based strategy game set in space, and where you kind of build up your own base. Yeah, it's kind of base building and destruction of each other. And yeah, it's interesting. And again, it's a game much more about the chatter, more so than anything else. So we recorded a session of that, and we'll be putting that out. What else have we got going on? The forest. Oh, I'm really enjoying the forest. In fact, I've been badgering the other guys to have another recording session of the forest because I'm really liking it. It's supposed to be a spooky horror thing, and somehow we've turned it into a comedy. Really enjoying it. I want to play more of that, and I want to do it quickly. So that is just waiting on everybody's availability at the same time, and we'll be recording more. But in the meantime, I've got I think I've got another week or two's worth of content will be coming out anyway. But the forest continues and it gets weirder. If you've been watching that so far, you've probably gathered that really the cannibals are not the ones to be afraid of. It's I think it's probably each other. We're all kind of out weirding each other at the moment. It's quite bizarre, and I'm loving it. Now there is some other stuff. We will be making we're having an not entirely sure of the rules yet, but we're having an interesting recording session next weekend of 7 Days to Die, and the plans are to get quite a large group of us together, and we're going to do some sort of UHC type thing, so survive as long as you can. Once you're dead, you're out. But not with PvP, just PvE. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Right, I've got... Where did I get this from? Must be... yeah. Oh, I've lost more than one, so let's put this one back. Wonder where the other one's gone. Don't think I've left it on the floor anyway. Might be in Ace's inventory, you never know. Yeah, now I'm looking forward to that. I've been watching a lot of 7 Days to Die, and a guy who you've not seen much of on my channel, just in bits and pieces, Apple, Killer Apple. He was playing it, and I was backseat driving a couple of days ago, and oh my god, man, that game is brutal. So I don't know. Even with a large group of us, I don't know how long we're going to survive, or it might be that we need to have a couple of runs at it to get the settings right to allow us to survive in a permadeath mode. But yeah, but that's going to be interesting. Like I say, that'll be next weekend that we record that. I'm not sure when it's going to come out. We'll probably give everybody a week to do the edits, so that will be maybe in 2 weeks' time, that sort of time frame. What else? GTA. Oh, there's some. Again, it's. I know it's supposed to be an action adventure type thing, but it's turned into a comedy. I've been playing GTA with the NID guys, and they've got a very interesting role play going on, which I am joining in on. I'm playing a particular character. Yeah, that will be coming out sometime in the near future, and I can't tell you anything without giving away the storyline. All I would suggest is, if you like watching GTA and you don't mind a bit of oddness in your storylines, go and have a look at either Anubis or Boris's storylines so far. Get a feel for what's already going on with the story. It's all based around trying to discover the reasons behind the murder of Anubis's grandmother, which happened in the 1990s. And then it goes a bit X-Files. Other than that, they started with a storyline and they ran from there, but whoa. The roleplay takes some very interesting twists. So that shall be coming soon. Gosh, what else? There seems to be just an endless list of things I'm involved with at the moment. And that's partly why, as I have been neglecting my my Minecraft, neglecting this server, which I really didn't mean to do at all. But yeah, I suppose like I say I got a bit fed up looking at the Easter prank, and I've I should have just gone somewhere else on the server and done some stuff, but I wanted to get my upstairs built, um, and I'd done a bit of work elsewhere, and yeah, anyway, uh, and I suppose, well, I could have just left that there actually. I wasn't about to look at that. Um, yeah, and there was a couple of things recently actually. I say there's been a bit of doubt about the guys who I play Space Engineers with at the moment about their continuation with the series. And it's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster in a way. We know that Ace has made it, put out a video on his channel talking about how he's expecting to go through some changes in his real life in the near future, which is probably going to bring an end to his YouTubing, at least in the foreseeable future. So, and that's quite sad because Ace, apart from filling my place with doors, I'll really miss Ace when he's gone. I've spent quite a bit of time playing games with Ace, and he's just good company to have around. And Boris recently had a change in his real life circumstances as well. And I was chatting with Boris in Skype one day, and he just warned us that he wasn't sure how much he was going to be able to continue. He didn't think he was going to be able to continue with the Space Engineer series, and he wasn't sure how much he'd be able to continue making content at all. And again, it was like the idea of losing Boris from YouTube was just really sad. It was sort of like, okay, if I can't play with Boris, that's one thing, but to actually just lose Boris altogether so that I can't even be... What's that there? Is that... Oh, it's string. Why is there string? Yeah, yeah, to lose Boris from YouTube means that I just... Same with Ace, you just completely lose touch with them altogether, and it's just a really sad thing to lose contact with people who you only have contact with on through gaming or through YouTube, through an online relationship. It's yeah, sad to lose people. Internet friendships are incredibly strong, but so fragile. And Mary has been busy recently. He's had a lot going on, which means that I've seen very little of Mary. And I'll be honest, I miss him. I miss his company. Spent a lot of time playing with Mary in sort of around March, around the time that I got on the server. Let's see, I think we've done all the doors down here. But yeah, he's not completely absent. Because you still see a little bit of him around Twitter, and he makes the occasional thing. He's been turning up for most of the Space Engineer series, so he's so not completely absent. But yeah, I've been missing those guys. I've been missing the guys that I haven't even been out of touch with. I think Boris, around the time that Boris was saying that he didn't think he wasn't sure on his situation and how much he would be able to continue making content. And I went, it seems like an awful long time, but I went, no, it was a month where I didn't play anything, I don't think, with Boris. And am I out of axes? Yeah, and I don't want to use my good axe. Let's go make some more. Yeah, I miss those guys when I don't play with them. And we want 6 of these. I'm gonna have to put some chests down somewhere to keep all these doors in. Oh yeah, axe, that's right. Oops. Okay, there we go. Right, let's get axing again. Yeah, I have a theory about internet friendships, because I've noticed that in real life I make acquaintances very easy. I get on with people and I fit into with other people's social circles. I talk with people easy, but I don't make friends very easy. Oh yeah, I've got a bow. We can soon sort this guy out. Got you. One shot. Look at that. Yeah, I don't make friends easy, but I get on with people easy. There's kind of a difference between those two things. But people I meet in game, it's very different. And I have a theory about why I make such strong friendships so quickly, and I think it comes down to the experiences that you go through together and the fact that you place your trust in people. You kind of have to. There's less at stake, but you need people more when you're playing multiplayer. There's been plenty of times when Mary or Ace or Muck or something, like, people saved my life on this game. The multiplexer came and rescued me out of a hole. Mary came and saved me when I was in a cave. Actually, in my early days, Mary did an awful lot of saving me. I got myself into quite a bit of trouble. And one day, because it's quite comical, I will put out a montage of videos of me being in. This doesn't happen in other games, it's just Minecraft. I must have at least 10 minutes worth of me screaming, running, shouting help and somebody coming to my rescue. And when you're in trouble and in fear for your life and somebody answers the call to help, then it really, you just, it does something to your relationship with that person. You trust them more. And that, I think, is why internet friendships, gaming friendships, are made so quickly and they're so intense, because you've put your life in somebody's hands and they haven't, it's not even that they haven't let you down, it's that I don't know. Anyway, there's something about that, something about the strange situation that that happens in online gaming that doesn't happen in real life. But yeah, Of course, the other side to it is that people who you know just through gaming can disappear so quickly. I mean, the people that are actually quite dear to me could disappear, and I would never know how to get in contact with them, and all that would be left would just be the videos I've made with them, or the videos they've left on YouTube. Well, I'm guessing we must be close on the 20-minute mark anyway, so I shall continue removing these doors, and thanks for listening to me ramble, and see you again soon. Bye for now.